Get off the roof. Get off the train tracks. Get off the train tracks, boys. How are you? You crazy.
Now, imagine if you did this in America, how this would go down. Because look at this guy smiling and everything.
How the fuck is how Alex? How's things?
Imagine you go up to the police and go, how are you?
Nice to meet you. How's the beat? They're treating you all right? Oh, mate, hey, I'll stay my best behaviour, all right? Good one. Well, back I go on the hunt for weed. I was gonna ask the boys in blue if they've confiscated any good stuff lately. I thought I'd better not.
So yeah, slightly different experience to the American ones. This is Australia's richest woman.
Jesus. Yeah. Just bulldozer out of the way. I agree. Good on you.
I bet you'd enjoy it.
Here, obviously watching exactly what's happened. What do you think about what's happening behind you?
I think it's on fire.
Yeah.
Just slightly.
What a great response. I love how the guy had no idea what to say, too.
I did not expect when I came to Australia to see so many KFCs.
Yeah, that's the problem with Australia. Too many KFCs.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, I love fried chicken, but...
You know, most people, when they come to Australia, the first thing they notice is the KFC.
KFCs.
For some reason, that's just not the fast food chain that I would have thought would be popular here. I don't know why. Also, I've noticed in stores, cookies more often come in like sleeves, like Oreos, whereas in America, they come more often in the rectangular packages that are bigger but like that makes sense because Americans are fat.
And the next day in Sydney, that's in the critics alongside the new Australian...
Now, picture this scenario. You've just gone to the pub to buy a slab of beer and you come back to your car carrying your slab of beer and you find your car in this scenario.
Who
What
cares?
do you do?
I'm driving off. I'm going home to have a drink.
Yeah, this guy literally puts the slab of beer into the car while it's on fire. Just no care in the world that his car is on fire and could blow up at any second.
Can you believe it?
No, not much of an issue here whatsoever. Mate, you might want to go and get that slab out of the back of the car.
Or run away before your car actually explodes.
Yeah, that might be a reasonable thing to do.
He's getting back in. Just drive it off and it'll wash off for sure.
There's no problems here whatsoever.
Nah, you're missing the point. I think he's going back for the slab.
I'm certain he's trying to start the car at this point.
Which is always a good thing to do when your car's on fire.
There's not much of a problem here at all, to be honest.
Yeah, just take your time.
He's not even worried about
Look
it
at
in
him
the
smoking up like
slightest.
crazy. He's coming back for the slab though.
Yeah.
Nah, don't worry about it. While the guy's just putting it out, he'll just walk around as if nothing's happening. Head back in for another one before you get home.
You may as well actually just go back inside and have a few more drinks because you're going to be there for a while.
How to stay safe from Australian wildlife for tourists. Let's start in the water. So up here we have the croc zone, which from November to April doubles as the jellyfish zone. So avoid swimming off the coast here at any time. Next we have the blue ring octopus zone and the great Australian shark bite.
So just don't swim at all, basically. Look at that. The entire country is covered.
Control these waters. But don't worry, there's sharks everywhere, from the tiger sharks here to the bull sharks over here. Moving inland, we have some of the world's top venomous snakes and deadly spiders. And just kidding, the spiders aren't deadly, just enormous, except for a couple of deadly ones over here. So remember to bring your bug spray, because you'll need it for all the mosquitoes.
Your bug spray won't do it, just quietly.
Yeah, you're dead no matter what happens. So
yeah,
just accept your fate.
Exactly.
This is just a standard Tuesday in Australia.
I think that was a wallaby hopping through.
It's his house. Leave it to him.
Yeah. Leave that little fella. Just open the door and let him out. It's fine.
No, you move out. It's his house now.
Oh, yeah, true, actually.
Just a pretty standard house.
Wow. That is a solid amount of birds on the street.
If the crocodiles don't get you and the sharks and the snakes and the spiders, just the random birds will.
Yeah, they'll do the trick.
And if they don't get you, the frogs will. Well, that's what we call a Australian surprise.
Yep, it sure is.
Australian beer.
VB,
Why?
because it's easy to pronounce.
Just that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
See? You need to be choosing your beer based on that. Especially when we have beers like 4X and 2Es, things that are very easy to pronounce.
Can I ask, how did you get that face tattoo?
How?
Yeah.
With a lot of pain.
Why?
Eh?
Why?
It's called a tamuku. It means something. It's got 7 meanings.
Ooh, what kind of meaning?
Oh, you're not authorised to ask that question.
Now imagine having a face tattoo so that everyone can see it, but I can't tell you what it is, and you're not allowed to ask me.
Nah, you can't. We can't talk about that.
Yeah, do not address why I have a giant penis drawn on my face.
Yeah, pretty much. We can't discuss that.
Stop here.
What's your cause?
Now, I'm asking you again, what is your legal speed limit?
90 kilometres an hour.
Okay, and how fast were you travelling?
90 kilometres an hour.
Okay, you believe you were travelling at 90 kilometres an hour?
I was, yeah.
Okay.
Do you have me on radar?
I don't need to have you on radar.
Do you have me on radar, officer?
James, I just said to you, I don't have you on radar.
Okay, so I was doing 90 kilometres an hour. Unless you've got any proof of it or anything like that.
Again, imagine this conversation with an American cop.
It's not going. That's not happening at all.
I've got my P plates on. You've dragged me out of my car on the side of the highway. You were up my ass. You were doing 140 k's an hour because you were gone. I'm not having this argument with you.
It's not an argument, mate.
You're driving unsafe as well. I don't talk to idiots, man.
Again, imagine going up to a police officer in the US and being like, I don't talk to idiots, man.
Listen to what I'm saying. I was travelling at 110 kilometres an hour, and you were travelling at your legal speed limit, which is 90 as a P1
Correct.
driver. How is it that you've managed to stay with...
This is also a very stupid thing in Australia, that in some states, people that just get their license can only drive at certain speeds, meaning they have to drive slower than anyone else, which is extremely dangerous if you're on a freeway.
It's dumb
Traffic,
and dangerous.
Traffic, it happens.
Traffic. So me with my cruise control on at 110.
You weren't
you've
at
still
but
managed
don't
to
bullshit
stay
me, man. You weren't on cruise control doing 110 k's an hour.
How can you possibly
Just because
stay
you're a
with
cop
me?
doesn't mean you can speed, man, like that.
Like, imagine telling a cop in America, stop speeding.
I'm not being honest, bro. I can't, bro. I've got 3 things that piss me off. 3 things that piss me off, and one of the biggest ones is stupidity. Just because you're a cop doesn't mean you have the ability to abuse your power the way that you do. I've met a lot of nice cops over the past. A lot of nice cops, and there's something about you, man, that's just off.
Again, how well would that go down in America?
Hey, that guy is face planted on the ground 10 minutes ago.
This is how people react to the fire alarm going off. Just nothing to see here. Just go about your regular day as if nothing is going on at all. No urgency, nothing.
Nah, no, there's nothing there whatsoever.
Hey, so a bottle of water will cost you 50 cents at the supermarket, $2 at the gym, $3 at the movies, or $6 on a plane. Same bottle of water, same water, nothing changed. The only thing that's changed its value is its location. So next time you're feeling you've got no self-worth, maybe you need to change your location. Location talk. No, love you.
More people just need to randomly throw the C word into conversation.
Yeah.
Creating a war between the states. Part 1. Is this a drink tap or a bubbler?
A bubbler.
It's a drink tap.
Yeah, obviously.
Is this a Parma or a Parmy?
Palmer.
Palmer.
A Parmy.
No.
Is this an ice
Icy bowl or ice block?
It's an icy
or
pole.
an ice block?
Ice block.
Is this a canteen or a tucky shop?
Tucky shop? Who the fuck has ever said that in the world?
Shop.
At school, are you wagging or are you jigging?
Wagging.
Is this...
I've never heard of jigging ever.
Jigging, I've never heard of that. Definitely wagging.
This is what the Australian government thinks Australia is. Australia's own TikTok can't play the sound on its music thing. So that's good for Australia.
We heard the flies were bad in Western Australia. But this is next level.
Welcome to Australia. Just a casual day at the beach.
That's standard. Nothing to see here. Just a few flies to deal with.
This is politics Australian style. Just a deadly spider.
Nothing to see here at all. Just a standard animal encounter in Australia.
Just one of the world's most deadly spiders.
It might kill you.
I was told in this location that I'm in right now that there's over 300 koalas that live here. I've been walking for over an hour, looking in every single tree. My neck is aching. There's nothing.
Now, if you're an Australian, there is no way you do that because, well...
You know what, Rob? You're right. Koalas don't exist. It's all a scam. It's something we've just made up in Australia just to take the piss out of tourists.
This is the problem. Too many Australians are outing the issues. Like, guys, come on. We've all sworn to secrecy. This is what the real Australia is.
Oh, yeah.
Dozens of people are stranded in a flooded town surrounded by crocodile-infested water. Residents of Burketown, Australia were trapped in their homes after nearby rivers burst their banks, and now there are reports of crocodiles swimming through the streets. The mayor has even warned that sharks could be about to make the town their home. Almost 100 people have been rescued so far.
This is a problem with living in Australia. Sometimes you got sharks and crocodiles swimming in your street.
Yeah.
Just a regular Tuesday.
Yeah, I couldn't say it.
You know, you're an Australian living in the bush. If you cut open your couch, you should find... What am I looking for? No, you should find...
Firstly, who doesn't cut open their couch?
Everyone does it. Doesn't matter.
Now this is your door in Australia.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Just open the door. It's only one of our most deadliest snakes there.
Australians, no worries, mate.
Yeah, no problem
he is
whatsoever.
Only 99% deadly.
This is always fun to see in your house.
Yeah, that's fine. Couple of spiders getting it on. Yeah, sure. Nothing to see here whatsoever. Oh, Skippy's up for a fight.
Don't get too close, Mom.
Skippy wants a piece of you.
You're scary.
High five.
High five a kangaroo.
Things I should tell you before coming to Australia. The 3 weird things that I just don't like.
People like this visiting is number 1.
Exactly.
Come at me, like, hear me out. You might agree with me. Number 1, the traffic light system.
Yes, exactly. Always been saying it. How dare we have red, yellow, and green lights?
Okay, it's quite a gentle system. It's red, flashing amber, and green to give you enough time to get into gear to go. But in Australia, no gentleness. It's just red, green, go.
Yeah, this is the problem with Australia. Our traffic lights are too aggressive.
Number 2, there are no loos at cafes. Not included.
I mean, I don't know where the fuck she's getting that idea from.
There
are toilets in every
most
cafe.
cafes I know round about this.
Nothing to see here whatsoever. Just a snake under the bed.
I'm really not scared of spiders. But when
Not
I see
only
all
do we
those
have the
bloody
world's
hunts
most
from
deadly
there,
spiders, they congregate
get a
in
bit of a
large
fright.
groups. Slightly a big country.
Just a little bit. This is not a hero.
Which implies that someone has, possibly not even just one person, several people have used it for.
Yeah. I was one of those accidentally.
Open 8 days a week. And yet they're closed for half the day. Is there no irony in this? 40-degree days Celsius, 120 in Fahrenheit, and they're wearing long sleeve jumpers. -1 in Celsius, or I don't know, 30 in Fahrenheit, and they're out in singlets.
To Australians, that seems perfectly logical. May not make sense to anywhere else in the world.
Why do we see the clouds exactly the same day time? See? Proof that Australia doesn't exist. Fabricated. See? There's so much proof out there that Australia does not exist.
Yep.
Look, another person's been outing the Australian lie.
Love it.
Well, Marcus, you're an actor.
Yeah, I've been acting this whole time.
Pretty shit one, but
yeah, I'm not any good.
It has come to my attention that people have been pouring the sprinkles on. Look, No mess.
Not only is that Australia's #1 children's food, but that hack is life-changing.
It is. That snack is delicious.
That's fucked. Holy shit.
Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Just move houses. At some point, you just gotta move houses. This is an Australian pastime.
Yep. Slip and slide down the hill. Make sure you take out your friend on the way through just for good measure.
Yeah, there's no point doing it if you're not going to hit someone.
Nah, you've got to hurt yourself as well while you're doing it.
In Australia, that one is going to be tough, but let's try. So I walked straight out of my house and down the road to where I know there's been a lot of snake sightings. Snakes love long grass, and this area is well known for having a lot of snakes. But after looking through the long grass, my legs were getting itchy, so I decided to go check out the lagoon. And just as I got to the water's edge, I got really startled because I actually saw a snake. Okay, it's not actually a real snake, because to find a real snake you have to be incredibly lucky, but I did find this. I found a huge lizard doing push-ups on a tree over the lagoon. It was so random.
I'm here at Woolworths to introduce the replacement of our beloved mud cake.
No!
Mud cakes are a quintessential Woolworths product, taking pride in our stores for the past 20 years. That's why we're excited to announce the iconic mud cakes will be getting an update to serve us for the next 20 years and beyond. Introducing the Spud Cake. In our efforts to create a more health-conscious lens to our own brand products, the Spud Cake made of potatoes, spuds, will still be covered in our signature chocolate ganache, but piped with potato for the signature top. Don't say mud cakes.
Look
Say
at how
Spud
delicious that
cakes.
is. It's like mixing fries with chocolate.
No!
What, you don't want to eat that?
No, I want my Woolworths mud cake back, please.
I love that you don't realize that it's fake. And look at the date.
I know.
April 1st, you idiot. Only you would fall for that. But did he win the prize or not?
Oh, for that, yes. He absolutely did.
Why not have 2 in 1, both a gambling machine and an ATM in one?
That is outstanding.
The world needs more of it.
Yes.
There's a little boy waiting in a corner shop for you to hit subscribe so that he can go home. And if you don't do it, his pain is all on you. Also, watch one of these other videos too.